Alright, post-match thoughts. We're into Miami versus Austin FC, which resulted in Austin winning 5-1. Let's talk about it. First off, the starting lineups. Austin FC kept the same starting 11 that got them the 5-0 victory against FC Cincinnati. As you can see here, the 4-2-3-1. Meanwhile, Inter Miami is stuck to the 3-5-2 that we've seen since preseason. The major changing being that Damion Lo is absent. Thus, Phil decided to put Breck Shea. Now here's where I believe that Phil Neville got it all wrong doing the 3-5-2, that this whole left side was targeted by Austin FC. 17-year-old Noah Allen was getting pulled constantly out of position. Breck Shea, who was doubtful to stay as a center back and move up and help him, left a lot of space. Often caused 2v1 situations against Noah Allen, with Diego Fagundes and Alexander Ring running through there to create overload. As I mentioned, Damion Lo was absent for today's game. It was greatly noticed his impact due to the lack of leadership in Miami's back line. Against Chicago, they were much more organized and compact to absorb pressure. Another factor that caused this feat was the lack of urgency in the midfield. Jean Mota, Moro Adams, and Gregory were all slow to make their marks, and in the first goal by Driussi turns Gregory too easily. For Austin FC's first goal, you can see the striker here competing against all these Miami defenders. There's just too much space in between them. Led to an easy header. Style of play has been a constant conversation in Inter Miami since Phil Neville has arrived. Various tweaks to the squad, he said during preseason that he finally has his team, these are his guys. Staples such as playing out the back when necessary and appropriate. More noted by Higuain in one of the preseason interviews that you can just blast it up and play the long ball. 3-5-2 has been the fixture formation for this Miami side. There's a clear lack of circuit of plays between these guys, 1-2s, when to make the run, when to make the pass. This is something that's going to take time as it's a young team and they changed a lot of their players during the offseason. Some of the strengths of this new squad is the speed. The 3-5-2 relies heavily on the wingbacks to create attacking plays. Thanks to Phil Neville and Chris Henderson, was provided Neville with some new tools. Got Emerson Rodriguez, pacey winger, Ariel Lassiter, another one with pace. Robbie Robinson is coming back from injury. And in the second half, you can see the switch once the formation was changed was to a 4-4-2. A lot more attacking opportunities were had. Yes, by the time this happened, the game was pretty much lost, but it was positives for Inter Miami there, especially with the inclusion of Robert Taylor. Created space for himself, good passes, almost had a goal. Just having more players in the offense allows that first goal for Miami by Campana to happen. Whereas Higuain drops lower and Campana's up there. This time it was Lassiter, Higuain, and Campana. That turnover led to the goal. Signs are there that they can play better, just have to get used to playing with each other is the main component here. Overall, full credit to Austin FC. Josh Wolf's men got 10 goals in 2 games, starting off the season fantastic. Lots to reflect on by Phil Neville and the squad as they make their way back home to Miami for next weekend's game against LA.